The Minnesota Twins come into this home series with the Tigers having won 4 of 5, but back-to-back non-competitive losses to the struggling Tigers who'd just been awful this month coming into this series. What a letdown. You could really kind of talk yourself into maybe the Twins had turned things around again, having won 4 of 5 entering this series. So this is a cold splash in the face here that this is still a very mid-Twins team. In fact, they're right back to 500 appropriately. Joe Ryan, I guess the silver linings are he went 7. He struck out 7 and didn't walk anybody, but he did get hit around a little bit. Edouard Julien had a 2-hit night, but pretty rough time in the field. Donovan Solano had a 2-hit night, but pretty rough on the bases. Twins strike out 10 times and walk once in this one. Yuck. Let's move on to the minor league action. And Kenta Maeda was pitching for the Saints. Yes, he's still ramping up for St. Paul. 4 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. 81 pitches it took him to get through 4 1/3. Here he is striking out former System Recap staple, Christian Encarnacion Strand, our old friend there. Kenta topped out at 91.5 miles per hour. Here is Matt Wallner with a beautiful swing there to hit a opposite field home run. 106.4 was the exit velo on that one for Matt Wallner. What a big guy. Big, strong guy. That's the only Saints run until they scored 7 runs in the 10th inning to win that one. Over to Wichita, Brooks Lee had another 2-hit night. He thought he got all of this one, and man, if it was a little bit to the right, it would have gone over that short porch, and it was a little higher, it would have gone out. But off the top of the wall, as it is, Brooks Lee will take a RBI double. There's another look at that one. Lee's 23rd double on the season, so he's doing a good job getting extra base hits. Here was a single he added in a tie ball game in the 9th inning. Brooks Lee had a rough 9th inning in the field last night, and it was an interesting 9th inning on the bases for him tonight. No outs at third with no outs. I don't know if the contact play had to have been on. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, because Aaron Sabato hits a grounder to short, and he's easily thrown out. Again, as the man on third with no outs. If that was his call, that's a head-scratcher, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, I guess. But another tough 9th inning. Luckily, his teammates kept the rally going, and Wichita won that game. So not as rough for him this time. Marco Raya on the mound for Cedar Rapids. Was noticing he really had his changeup going today. He had a nice outing. 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 6 strikeouts. He now has 33 strikeouts and 5 walks in the season. 47 pitches. I would believe 29 of them in the 3rd inning. He's this guy they're still just being incredibly careful with as a 20-year-old. But Marco Raya, in my opinion, the top pitching prospect in the system. Would certainly love to see him go longer. But Zebby Matthews followed him here. They have more starting pitchers on that Kernels roster than they kind of have rotation spots. Not sure what's going on with that jersey, by the way. But Zebby pitched the final 6 innings for the Kernels. Over to Fort Myers, where we have highlights once again. And going to start things off with Jorel Ortega's 3-hit night. He is hitting, he has a .407 on base percentage, and a .498 slugging percentage this year. This is a guy who was a 6th-round pick out of Tennessee. And he was also playing second base tonight for Fort Myers. Plays a little third as well. This was a nice play where it didn't result in an out, but great to keep that in the infield and then almost gets it over to DeAndrade. They thought they got him, but a nice effort by both those guys on that play. But Rafael Cruz made a couple of nice plays at third base. Here he's making a diving stop, a good throw across the diamond, and then makes a beautiful catch going out deep into the outfield. This guy's 19 years old. Rafael Cruz, he's not going to be 20 until November, so extremely young for the level. Struggling a bit at the plate, but man, those are some nice defensive plays there. Looking at the hitting performers, there you see it was nice that Misael Urbina and Jose Salas both had 2 hits for the Kernels. Those guys have been just awful so far this year, unfortunately. A couple of high pedigree prospects. The pitching line, this is more of the same from David Fest, who's getting tons of strikeouts, but kind of getting roughed up. A lot of hard contact, giving up a lot of runs, but 7 Ks in 4 1/3 inning. That's good for him. And I want to mention, too, Zebby Matthews. Again, he pitched the final 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, and no walks, 4 strikeouts for Zebby. That was in the Kernels game. Those are the results here. And I just want to say thanks for watching this video. Thanks to all the channel members for your support. Here are the premium members. We'll talk again soon.